Hey everybody, this is an art project for the week of April 20th, and it's really for everybody, so I'm so excited about this. It's really fun and very messy, and apparently I've left my apron at home, so I hope I don't make too much of a mess. I'm going to give it a try and see how it turns out. I'm going to have to stand behind this pan here in a minute and show you how to do this, but it's marble paper. See that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? And you can make different really cool patterns, but you won't be able to make them specifically. It's going to turn out that it has different patterns on it, and you can choose your choice of colors. And the materials that you need to make this are, this is watercolor paper, so I'm going to use watercolor paper, blank watercolor paper, and I'm going to use, I have this old pan. You can get these if you happen to make a trip to Costco. You might have these lying around, these big cheap pans. I happen to have a bunch of these, so I'm going to use this. And then you can use a ruler, okay, or I used at home to make this one. I used paint stir sticks, so like a stir stick for the paint. Those are wooden sticks, those will work too. And then you're gonna need, I am using these really cool and bright colored tempera paints, but the other thing you can use, from what I understand, is food coloring. Okay, I didn't happen to have food coloring, but I have a lot of paint, so I chose to go this route. Let me see if I can stay in my chair and scoot over here. All right, I've got my garbage opened up because we're gonna have to take some of the excess mess off. All right, shaving cream. I don't know if I mentioned that. We need shaving cream for this. Very cool. All right, so I've got the shaving cream. Now, kids, make sure you do this with parents. I don't want everybody just trying to do this by themselves. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the area, not really thick, just a little bit, okay, with the shaving cream. We're going to fill it up about as much space as it is so that we can press this whole piece of paper down. So right in the middle, I'm going to put like a rectangle. Now I'm going to put this flat so I can sit it better, because you want, ooh, gotta shake it too. It's gonna be messy. All right, you want to try and put like an even amount of foam. Hopefully I brought enough with me today. Let's see. I think it should work. And we're going to use this project to make another cool project. But the first thing we want to do is we want to make this paper, and then we want it to have a chance to dry before we do our next project. Okay. What I neglected to mention is you're going to need toothpicks you can use. I'm going to actually grab real quick a paintbrush and use the back of my paintbrush. So I'm going to need that in a minute. I'm just going to grab one because I forgot to grab one. I have one right over here. Okay. So you're going to need a paintbrush. Back of a paintbrush, pencil or toothpick, any of that will work fine because we're going to have to mix colors with that. All right. So we want the foam to be kind of even. So if you have like a spatula, you can use it. I'm just going to take this ruler and see if I can't kind of help to even out my shaving cream, okay? All right, so you've got the whole bottom covered. See? All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add little bits of color. Remember, you can use food coloring if you have at home. I'm going to use the colors that I have here. So the first color I'm going to use, I brought 3 with me today. I'm going to use yellow, and I'm just going to drip just a little bit. I'm going to show you like how, see how little those are? Just little drips here and there. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one more color for this one. Now we need to make at least 2 or 3 sheets of paper in order to do the next project that we're going to do. So I would say start off with 2 colors, and then you can always add another, 1, 2 more colors to it afterwards. So I'm going to add a little bit of black. I wonder how that would turn out. Let's see. So yellow and black. See, so now I have all of my paint right there. And now I'm going to take the back, just the stick part of my paintbrush. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it around. See how you kind of swirling the colors in there, making a cool patterns. Okay, just like that. All right, so yours should be laying flat. The only reason that mine is up tilted is so that you can get a better view of it on the camera. So you're going to want to take your watercolor paper and you're going to lay it down right on top. Okay, so it's right on top, and then you're going to want to press it just gently press the whole thing on your shaving cream so the whole paper gets it. Okay, so once that's on there, gently you peel it up like that. Check that out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. I have my garbage right here, and I'm going to take a ruler. I already made a mess with this one, so let's use that. And then I'm just going to push straight across the paper. Get it right on my garbage. Woo, using a napkin in there. Okay, right across. Let's see what that turns out like. So we just scraped off all that shaving cream with the ruler. That is super cool. Look at that. So that's how that one turned out. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take another color and add it into this one. So what I want to do is I want to try and level this out a little bit if I can. So I'm going to take this ruler again. See if I can kind of level this out. Okay? And then I am going to add another color. Okay. Now kids, make sure you're doing this with parents. This is not whipping cream. This is shaving cream that dads use. So do not put this in your mouth. It is not edible. And I will say you can wear some little throwaway gloves if you have some disposable gloves at home too. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add, if you can see, some blue, because now I want it to look different. Let's see how cool this is going to turn out. So I'm adding some blue. Okay, again, you don't need a lot of color, just a little bit will do. Now get that pencil or paintbrush or toothpick and swirl it around in there. All different patterns and see what you can come up with this time. Okay, so now I'm going to take another piece of paper and we're going to lay this one flat, right, and cover all of that. Press it gently, but you want to make sure you press your whole paper so you get some paint all over the whole paper. Okay, woo! Let's pick that up again and see what we got. Oh my goodness. Look at that one. That should be cool. So now I happen to have another ruler over here, so I'm going to go ahead and scrape this one off. Okay. See what we can get. Oh my. This is so messy, but it is so much fun. Oh, that one turned out really pretty. Okay, I can't wait for you to see this one. Oh, check that out. I like that. That is super cool, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to set this one aside. I'm going to make one more last one. Now this last one, I brought 3 colors, so it's going to have the same colors. But so let's see, if we only have 3 colors, what will it look like if we go ahead and just change the pattern, right? Do you see this one I made? See how there's a lot of movement in that one? We're going to see if this time we can make much more movement, kind of like what that has in it, okay? So I'm going to flatten out the shaving cream again. Flatten it out so it's even and can take the paper, okay? Got such a mess. All right. Now I'm going to take this paper and just like we've been doing, oops, nope, not yet. All right, let's add, let's see, do I want to add any more paint? I think I'm going to add a little bit more yellow, just a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to take my brush again, but this time, whoops, I dropped it in there. I'm telling you, this is very messy. Okay, this time what you're going to do, I'm going to do is I'm going to make lots of swirly, circular movement in here. And let's see what we can create this time. Swirly, swirly, circling it all around. Ooh, look at that. All right, let's see what this is going to do. Okay, so I'm going to lay my paper flat again, remember. And press the whole thing down. Super cool. All right, and pick it up. Wow, I wonder what this one's going to look like. I've got one more ruler over here because trust me, I'm making a huge mess. Okay. Get this off. Ooh, that turned out really pretty. Had a little extra shaving cream on the back side. Okay. Look at that. I like that one. That's really neat. Okay. So now I've got 3 different papers, 3 different patterns. You can add more paint colors to yours or food coloring to yours. It doesn't have to be the same 3 colors that I chose, and you can just do different patterns, different colors, and make it a lot of fun. It's a huge mess, though, I gotta tell you, moms and dads. So just be prepared for the mess. Work someplace where it's covered and you can throw some things away, and maybe wear some gloves. Wash your hands a lot. Okay, so that is what we're done now with the marbled paper. Okay, so you're gonna just set that aside and let it dry, and then there'll be another video, and you're gonna make something super cool with your marbled paper that you made. Excuse me. So you're making your own materials basically. All right, I'll see you next time.